A Song of Purple and Gold. Brought to you by Capital Partners, a full-service lobbying and public relations firm here to remind the good folks of Southeasteros to be prepared, because session is coming.
The golden afternoon sun shines warmly upon the stately oak tree. Shifting rays dance through the Spanish moss, dappling the wrinkled head of the old man sitting beneath its lofty boughs. Smoke curls and swirls from the man's ornate wooden pipe as a gold-tipped quill sways back and forth, scribbling methodically over the broad binder. Suddenly, a young boy bursts from behind the tree. Rawr!
What is it? What's this now?
Grandpapa, did I scare you? Oh, did I?
You'll have to work a lot harder than that if you're going to get me to jump, boy. You know Grandpa's seen a thing or two in his day.
Oh, Grandpapa, what are you writing? Will you read it to me, please? Oh, please, oh, please.
Well, I don't know. Have you been good? Perhaps you should ask your mother.
No, please, Grandpapa, I promise I'll be extra good. Just read me the story. What's it about?
Have you ever heard of the Swamp King?
Of course, everyone has. He's the greatest ruler in the history of Southeasteros.
Is he now? Well, would you believe that your old grandpa knew the Swamp King?
No way. You?
Sure. In fact, that's what this book is about. A long time ago, a dark time, in which an evil emperor ruled the land, there was born a man destined to change the fate of the world.
As the Swamp King fills his nostrils with the wet Louisiana air, he smells blood, sweat, and community coffee. Campaign season hath arrived once again, and the long dark of the off-season has, at last, come to a close. Still, the Negataggers are silent, but not forgotten. As long as Lady Moscona remains on the run, these filthy curs will continue to multiply.
It's rumored that Lieutenant Einhorn gave Lady Moscona several rare pearl necklaces in order to curry favor. They have set their sights on the kingdom of Austin, and they seek to join Lord Herman's court.
It is I, your grace, Sir Burrow. I humbly ask thee that I appoint me Lord Commander of the Legions of Louisiana, where we shall carry out your will throughout all of Southeasteros.
I'm telling you, it was just Georgia Southern. You'll see. There's no reason to be excited. Lord Herman's going to show that swamp chump what a real ruler looks like.
Tom Herman is the next Urban Meyer. You settled. Noble, but I'd much rather have Tom Herman.
We seek the Oddfather.
Like a week. Arriba. Arona! Blue Chew, give me a Lady Moscona!
Got to get you up to speed. I need you to show me how to use powder so I can, powder my dome and whatnot.
Oh. No.
You don't. Do you even know what powder is?
Yes, of course I know what powder. Vaguely, yes.
Okay, this isn't working anyway.
It is high time that we silence the soft-handed snowflakes of Austin. These latte-sipping, hard seltzer-gripping, fupa-rocking manginas need to feel the wrath of our legions.
You're going to see the new Texas atmosphere here. Matthew McConaughey fired up. LSU has been throwing. They've been aggressive. Texas down to their last timeout. It's 3rd and 17. Don't you think you got to run it here? Use that last timeout. 3rd and 17 is a hard ask. What can Burrow do with his 3rd and long? Over the middle. Complete to Jefferson. First down on his way. And that might be the knockout punch.
The dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious betrayals are members of an elite squad known as the Special Kunas Unit. These are their stories.
Oh, there was that little bit about the continued deterioration of the LSU football program and what appears to be the irreversible harm that's being done right now by Ed Ogeron and his staff.
That's it, Your Grace. So I see no other option but to find her guilty on all counts and recommend a sentence of death.
The Swamp King brings his blade down with all the force he can muster, and in one fell swoop cuts off the head of the treasonous bastard.
1 for the money, 2 for the hunt. Little Nicky Saban is a lying little runt.
You come to me on the day of the beating of the meat. You interrupt the process. This man, this swamp chump, they pin their hopes on this man. He'll fall like the others.
Look inside yourself, Swamp King. You are more than what you have become. You must become who you were meant to be. What if they're right? What if I'm not the true Swamp King? What if I'm who I used to be? Remember, you are my son and the one true king. Remember who you are.
The ancient House of the East is headed west. Florida is marching on Death Valley.
They are not men! They are jort-wearing, basalt-sniffing, affliction-loving, subhuman pieces of Guido wannabe trash! Have you brought me tribute? I bring you the blood of a virgin. I bring you the blood of Lady Moscona.
Bring out the gimp.
The Crimson Emperor unzips the black leather mask and removes it from the gimp's head.
Arise, Lieutenant Muso Einhorn. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Bear Bryant the Wise?
No.
It's a tired legend. Bear Bryant was the original Crimson Emperor, so powerful and wise, it was said he could even bring his soldiers back from the dead.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Not from a tiger.
Life, it's alive, it's alive! God, I know what it feels like to be a god. Go forth into the land of Louisiana and sow discord.
I've very much been in a position where I've been completely defeated by Alabama. Literally, as a college football fan, I've just assumed Alabama's going to be in the playoff, that LSU's not going to beat them until Nick Saban leaves. That's the truth.
Is that really you, brother?
Swamp King, trust in yourself. You are a son of Acadia. Not even little Nicky Napoleon can stand in your way. Trust in the power of Bayou Lafourche. The age of the Gump is over. The age of the Cajun is at hand. None can stand before you. The same way I used to vanquish the Cowgirls, so you too will end the Crimson Menace. You can do this. Remember, your people are behind you. Tiger Nation is behind you. The Who Dat Nation is behind you. One for all and all for one. Go Tigers! Who Dat?
One day more.
My place is here. I fight with you. One day more. We will join these people's heroes. We will follow where they go. We will learn their little secrets. I will take down this man Joe.
Joe is not good. He will surely fail. Punch him in the mouth and he will tuck his tail.
We'll be ready for
tomorrow. Will be far away. Tomorrow is the judgment day. Tomorrow we'll discover what our mighty in heaven has in store. One more dawn, one more day, one day more.
Crimson Emperor calls for a full retreat. The fatal blow is landed. Those web-toed, cousin-loving gumps abandon the throne, and the Swamp King reclaims the West from the disgusting lovers of incest. The people of Southeasteros recognize the rule of the cast-iron throne, all save for one. Lord Kirby Dum-Dum, still the cowboy Swamp King. Louisianians are all alike. Well, this time Billy Cannon does not walk off into the sunset with the Heisman. Prepare to die, Swamp King.
Yippee-ki-yay, Kirby Dum-Dum.
He stares into Kirby's terrified eyes as he headbutts him with such force that Lord Dum-Dum is thrown backwards through the glass, falling slow motion hundreds of feet to his death. It is the stare of zombie Lady Moscona.
Swamp King! Through death, I have been reborn, and I now see the error of my ways. My Negatiger scorn was a judgment born of pain and anger. You must complete the healing of Tiger Nation. You must finish the fight.
It would seem that Lady Moscona can finally rest. Her anger was born of love, and her anger died of love.
The shape of a hunched, diminutive old man coalesces in the dim glow.
Lord Sabin, is that you?
Who are you to talk to me in this way? I was emperor. I was a god until you ruined everything.
No more games, Nick. Tell me what I need to know.
You must return to the Superdome. You must meet the Clemson Emperor in open combat for the Crescent City and defeat him.
So be it. Fight for LSU! Fight for Baton Rouge! Fight for Louisiana! One team! One heartbeat! Go! Tigers! Lord Commander Barrow cut down all those who stood before him. Like a spear to the heart of the Clemson Emperor's forces, his legendary charge opened a bloody swath straight to Commander Lawrence himself. It was then, in the heart of the melee, that Lord Barrow bested the androgynous giant in single combat, chopping off his head and defeating the Clemson Emperor once and for all. And thus did the Swamp King assume his rightful place as ruler of the world. And because he was a wise and just ruler, the lands of Southeasteros entered a golden age heretofore unseen, and his people lived happily ever after.
Wow. I can't believe it, Grandpapa. And you were there for all of that.
Aye, side by side.
Can I see the title? The Swamp King, There and Back Again, A Binder's Tale, by Derek P. Ritz.
Come now. I think that's enough adventure for one day. And I think I smell jambalaya. Let's go.
Oh, but Grandpapa, is that the end of the Swamp King then? Are there no more adventures?
There's always more adventures, boy. They just have to be told.
You better say it right now, 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound, and I
Off the Bench with Jordy Collada and T-Bob Hebert. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, the final song of Purple and Gold 2019 and 2020. Shout out T-Bob. Nice work.
That's final ever.